How's it going, guys? It's Mattnertimer here. We are back after a 6-month break. I know I uploaded that montage earlier. That doesn't count. Okay, this is the official comeback. And I thought we'd bring it back with two things. One, a new intro. I hope you guys like that. And two, probably the best series I've ever had on this channel. Is it worth it? With my favorite game, because it's really all I play, Madden 17. And we're going to break this video into 3 different parts, because there's really 3 parts of Madden. There's Ultimate Team, Draft Champions, Connect a Franchise. So we're going to break that down. Then we're also going to include an egg segment where I give you an overview, whether you should or should not buy the game. And then you can make the decision for yourself, ultimately. So let's jump right into it, guys. Okay, number 1, we'll be starting off with Ultimate Team. The meat and potatoes of this game. The thing the entire game is surrounded on is Ultimate Team. I've talked about this before on my channel, in case you guys haven't seen it. Ultimate Team, you start off with a very base team, very basic, not a lot of skill. And you have to build up your team while completing challenges so you can complete harder challenges. And then eventually, when your team's good enough, like mine is right now, you can go online and play against other people that have done the same exact thing if you have, just with different players. And I like this because you really get to make your own team the way you want it. Like, you get to choose the different playbooks, you get to choose your uniforms, you get to choose your coaches, you get to choose the players you want to play with. It's really a great time. But with every great side, there are going to be some issues. Issue number 1 is the constant fuck-ups. Their servers went down. They have a horrible track record. Their servers went down Christmas Day because of hacking on Madden 15. Madden 16, their servers crashed during the Super Bowl. Madden 17 this year, Christmas Eve, their servers glitch and they release too much and they have to take down auctions and trades and also sets. It's a whole big mess. Their servers are absolutely horrible. Don't be surprised if you just constantly get disconnected or you can't find a match. Servers are absolutely garbage. They have improved, I will give them that. Madden 17 has probably been the best servers out of all their games, but they do have a horrible track record. Another issue with Madden Ultimate Team is EA is not afraid to tell you that they are trying to make money. Like, you will clearly see when they release packs, they can only buy out points, like kind of like the purchasable currency. You have to buy the points if you want to open those packs. And also sometimes they release current like they just released a Brett Favre like kind of extension. And the only way for you to pretty much do it, unless you got bank, is if you buy the packs with the money, which I think will cost you around like $40 total. Like that's a little bit ridiculous. And even then, you don't even get like the full extension of Brett Favre. You only get like half of them. And it's just ridiculous. EA is all about the money, which kind of sucks. But they do make a pretty decent game. So, but Ultimate Team is the best part. If you're buying the game late, you'll probably get about 2 to 3 more months with it, and then if you choose to play it after that, you're not gonna find a lot of people on there, but it'll still be fun since you still have all those challenges to do. Part 2 of Madden is Draft Champions. So for those of you that also don't know, Draft Champions is pretty much on a budget Ultimate Team, but with a lot less commitment. So there's not as many challenges, or not as many like the stuff that you can do with it. It's very limited time. Like, you can only do like, I think a max you can do 6 games or 10 games with the team, and then it resets. But there is a plus side of this. So what you do is you start off with a very basic team, and then you have to build it up between a series of rounds of drafting. I think it's like 11 or 14 rounds, somewhere in between there. And you have to improve your team, and then you can choose which way to go online and play against people, or you can do 3 games against a computer. For unexperienced players, you're probably going to want to start off on the computer, but if you played before and you're just picking up Madden again, definitely go against some online people. It's a lot of fun. But there are some disadvantages. So the thing that sucks is, if you're playing it just solo by itself, it kind of sucks because the only rewards you get go in Ultimate Team. Like, it's kind of like an extension for Ultimate Team. It's just like, well, if you're not having fun on Ultimate Team, come play Draft Champions, and maybe you'll have fun on Ultimate Team. It's kind of just like a direct connection, which kind of goes back to the point that Ultimate Team completely surrounds the game. But it is a lot of fun. It's a lot less frustrating, I know that much, because it's not nearly as much grinding to get do a good team. It's really a lot of luck based on who's in your draft and who's not. But yeah, it's a very simple concept. It's very easy. Not a lot of downsides with it. It's very hard to mess up, really. And it's just good if you're not willing to commit the time to Ultimate Team. The final part of Madden has got to be to connect to franchise. The fallback, if you will. And pretty much what it is it's the story mode or career mode of Madden. You can choose a current day player, coach, or owner. And coaching an owner, what you try and do is you try to pretty much be as successful as you possibly can. You try and have the most rings, the most awards, the best record. And that's pretty cool. And an owner, along with the last parts, you want to also manage financing. So you have to manage the financing of the team. You can't let your team go broke. You can relocate the team. You can manage the team. It's pretty good. You can fire and hire coaches, fire and hire players. It's like a coach, but the next step up. And then also, if you don't want to pick up someone else's slack, what you can do is you can make your own. So that's always great. So it's a completely fresh start. You could do fantasy draft, which is like pretty much an entire team rebranding or redraft. So like the entire league will get redrafted, and you'll get picked up from a team in the league, and then you might start, you might not start. You can turn it on so you will guaranteed start, and it's a whole lot of fun. It's definitely it's kind of like the fallback once Ultimate Team dies out, because it will get boring eventually, just because EA can't keep up on the content. But connect to franchise is a whole lot of fun. You can play pretty much every position besides O-line and kickers for some reason. I'd really like to see a kicking career, but someone tells me man, it's just not going to deliver on that. But yeah, and also if you got a lot of friends and you all want to play together, you can do that. Like you can make a league together, and you could be all quarterbacks, or you could be all halfbacks, or all owners, or all coaches, or maybe one of you wants to be a quarterback and one of you wants to be a halfback. I just really wish they'd add the feat. You cannot be on the same team. It really sucks. It'd be really cool if like one of you was a quarterback, one of you was a wide receiver, had that great chemistry. It'd be really good. But yeah, there's not a whole lot wrong with connect to franchise. Yeah, and one thing I just forgot to mention is there is a play now for those of you that just want to play with a current day team and just play a friend or something, or just play against the bots. But final thoughts, I say Madden 17 is a pretty good game if you're gonna buy it now and you're not all about Ultimate Team. Like when you get it, you don't want to play it. I would say this should probably be your last Madden, and just keep this one. I don't think with the next Madden coming out, they're gonna improve on either connect to franchise or play now by that much. And you can probably find a roster update, so it's not gonna be that big of a deal. But if you really want to get into Ultimate Team, and you really want to play Draft Champions, or you really even just get into really Ultimate Team, I would highly suggest getting this game. Because the market's going to be the stock market pretty much is what I call it. It's just how the prices of players are going to be dropping pretty soon, kind of like, just because for more players release, old players' price goes down. So you'll be able to get into the game, grind on a couple challenges, get a bunch of money, and then just be able to get a base elite team, and then that should do you until you're able to afford basic upgrades, and then you can go from there. So if I had to say, if you had $60 and you could only buy one game, should you buy Madden? I would say no. But if it is a game, if you're looking for a sports game, I strongly suggest Madden. Or maybe if you're looking for 2 or 3 more games to get, since you got money for Christmas or an IOU or something, Madden is a really fun game. So that wraps up my video. I really hope you guys enjoyed. Please leave a like if you enjoyed this video, and subscribe for more. Please leave a comment telling me what you think about the video. You think I did a good job, you hate my opinion, and I'll see you guys in the next one.